Gerald McCoy, great defensive tackle for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, played most of his career with the Buccaneers, retired a few years ago. Now is a commentator, Rob, in our business. And he's good. He's been on First Things First with us a couple of times. He's good. But he had this, I guess, Rob G, it was a tweet about Josh Allen.
So he was actually doing something with Kyle Van Noy. I don't know if it was a podcast or some kind of discussion. But his quote verbatim read, "If a person goes out and says Josh Allen is the best quarterback in football, you can't get upset." So that graphic was shared by a number of outlets, most specifically Yahoo Sports, to which McCoy quote tweeted and tried to explain himself, but it didn't really go over too well. Here's what he said. "Before all y'all Mahomes minions come trying to attack me, Chris Broussard, I think Mahomes is the best, but Josh Allen has all the tools and game worth somebody saying that he's the best. It's not outlandish. I don't agree, but I won't argue with anybody who feels that way either."
Rob, I don't think it's right now. It's not debatable who's the best quarterback in the NFL. I mean, Patrick Mahomes has done it statistically. He's won 2 MVPs. He's got the team victories, 3 Super Bowls. He already, I believe, has the second most playoff wins in the history of football. I mean, he is off to the best start in the history of the league. And the difference with him and Brady, who has obviously the 7 championships, is that when Brady won his first 3, now he obviously gets major credit for him, and he did turn that team around. You know, Rob, I say it all the time. They were 5-11 the year before he got there with Belichick and a good quarterback in Drew Bledsoe. Then started 0-2. Bledsoe gets hurt. Brady goes in, and they just go on this tear. It was unbelievable. All of a sudden, they were like a top team and ended up winning 11 games that year. And Brady, of course, leads them to the Super Bowl. So he was instrumental, but he was not an individual force as far as statistics, as far as, just killing defenses with his arm and the things that Mahomes does. And so that's why I say Mahomes off to the greatest start in the NFL history as far as a career start. But I just don't think – look, I think Josh Allen is great. And I think the argument for who's the second best quarterback in the league, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, take your choice. Maybe soon to be C.J. Stroud is in that discussion. But the best to me, Rob, and Gerald said he does think Mahomes is the best. But I think he's the best so clearly, and his accolades are so far ahead of everyone else at this stage in the league that's still in the league right now that I don't even think it's can be debated.
I just think it's a lame, to me, it's just a lame take from the standpoint of if somebody else makes the case for Josh Allen, I'm not going to be mad at them, but Mahomes is the best. Like it doesn't even make any sense, Chris. Like, seriously. Like, this is you're playing two sides. Oh, somebody pushed back. Now I'm telling you, this is like,
right.
Well, who do we have?
You just stand on your square.
Right. We had Fry, Channing Fry.
Fry.
Remember that, Chris? Oh, well, Jordan's 1A and LeBron's 1B. And we're like, no.
What was he? Did he say Jordan was the GOAT? Is that what he said?
No, he said that LeBron was.
No, that's my bad. Right. Yeah. He said LeBron was the GOAT. And then when we challenged him.
Right. And then he said, well, I didn't.
And he folded like a cheap tent.
He did. Oh, 1A and 1B. And we're like, we don't do that here. We don't play that on the Odd Couple. There's no 1A or 1B. What's wrong? Make a pick. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Rob,
can I say this real quick?
If you're going to be
in
these take streets, if you're going to be in these opinion streets, then it's tough out here.
Can I say this? I lost it for Bill O'Reilly last night. You know what he said?
No,
nobody won the debate. Is that Chris? Bill O'Reilly? Like we're bringing you on to say that nobody won? What kind of take is that, Chris? Was it really a tie? Well, That's what Bill O'Reilly said. Nobody won.
I didn't even see that he said
Oh,
that.
my God. I couldn't believe, of all people, Chris, who has an opinion.
Because he was a big opinion.
Yeah. But that's my point on bringing up that is the point of this. Is that what pick a side. If you really believe Mahomes is the best, then I'm not entertaining Josh Allen. How are you? I'm entertaining that.
And a correction, I said Mahomes had the second most playoff wins ever. Brady's number one way out there with 35. Montana's second, Rob, with 16. Mahomes has 15.
Okay.
He's third. But he's ahead of Peyton Manning, Steve Young, John Elway, Terry Bradshaw fourth.
Now let me ask you this, Chris. Let me ask you this real quick. This is off the topic, real quick. We just gave a number or whatever. You just gave the Montana number of Mahomes.
Right.
Just say Mahomes plays 8 more years, doesn't win again. Let's just.
Okay.
Did he pass Montana?
I feel like he's already passed. On my list, I got Brady, Mahomes, Montana, Peyton Manning. But yeah, so to me, yes. Now, look, I just built in, whether I consciously am saying this or not, Rob, built into a take when a guy has played, 6 seasons and has 3 Super Bowls already is, it's kind of like you are putting a little projection in there.
Well, right.
Like with Russell Wilson, when I used to say, when he was in Seattle, Rob, remember, we talked about it, like when he started making noise about wanting to be traded, and I constantly referred to him as a future Hall of Famer. I'm not sure now.
Yeah.
Because it was like he's clearly on track to be a Hall of Famer.
But here's the other thing, and we
so
saw
that would be interesting if he doesn't. If he goes the next 8 years and doesn't win,
right?
Then I might have to rethink it.
And the only reason I say that is, and it's not anything against Mahomes. Tom Brady went 9 years, Chris. He had a second career when he started winning again. If Tom Brady would have ended his career, Chris, after those 9 years of winning, there's no GOAT conversation.
No, he wouldn't be.
Am I right?
Be the GOAT.
Yeah,
no,
that's what I'm saying.
With just those 3 Super Bowls.
Yeah, early, especially those 3 early, right?
Yeah, no way.
Right.
No,
I didn't want to get off track.
You would just start rethinking it.
Yeah.
But I do you agree? I mean, in Gerald, it is. Well, he said Mahomes is the best. Yes, if somebody wants to say Sean King, and I don't think Sean would argue this, but if Sean King comes on and is like, I think Josh Allen's the best quarterback in the league. Now, he can make his argument, and we can firmly disagree, but his opinion's his opinion.
Right.
And
I get that. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he can have his opinion. I would think it's silly. Just like I thought Greg Jennings saying Daniel Jones was the top 10 quarterback was silly.
And we told
that was
Greg
his opinion.
that was a first guess. That wasn't even coming off that playoff win and whatever, all that. We were like, no, dude, we've watched this guy. And there's no way he's a top 10 quarterback.
Do you think, though, would you agree with me that right now, just objectively, it's not debatable that Mahomes is
No, coming off of last year, winning the back-to-back, it would be hard to make an honest case for anybody.
Right.
Else. That's it. Especially coming off of that.